All right, it's middle of the night. It's probably about. It's like okay, it's like midnight here, a little past. Of course, I don't sleep so well. I was studying a little bit. Anyways, I was watching some other like YouTubers that are in Japan too. Some that like were in Japan, some that are in Japan now, actually close to my area. And like, there's always like this big talk about like teaching English. So I was just gonna give my little spill, my perspective on teaching English. This is not my first job. This is my first job in this type of field, meaning like, in my opinion, it's kind of like a English daycare. Okay, I didn't. The last job I had was for a high school, so I'm dealing with a whole different category of student in a different type of company, which is fine. I'm learning, and the learning curve for anything is like this: failure, and then usually up if you're smart enough, hopefully, and you stick around and actually put effort out. If you don't, of course, it's gonna be like this. So, teaching in Japan doesn't suck. It just depends on if you want to do it, pursue it, how serious you are, and if you're a teacher, kind of like, I feel like people take it too seriously, and that's why they feel like it sucks. They're like, I expect these kids to, just get it, and they can just like, red pen, red pen. The kid says it, and 5 minutes later, he's up and running around. You're like, hey, hey, stop, stop, stop that, you know. And they're not learning like you expect. Of course, American kids, you can communicate to them like red pen. Yeah, they're like, I know. So what? Red pen. Here, it's not like that. They already have their own language for that pin, so it's gonna be much harder. Anyways, it depends on what company. Let me give you an example. Like today, for instance, I'm sitting here teaching shapes like triangle. Say it with me, triangle. Then one kid, he just for no reason at all looks at me and just goes for no reason. The most random thing ever. I'm trying not to laugh and trying to be serious. Be serious, guys. Serious, serious faces. So that occurred, and I managed not to laugh. We made it through that. And then like I had to teach the next session. Another kid just jumps up in the air for no reason, stands up, and it starts spinning his arm around like this. I'm like, you need to calm down. You're gonna fly away. Okay, buddy, just calm down. Please sit down. I did laugh, and he did sit eventually. And luckily, he didn't fly away. Thank goodness, because that'd been kind of terrible. Like, where'd that kid go? I don't know. He flew away. His arm started spinning. There you go. So crap like that happens. Kids are gonna push their limits. They're gonna test the water. You say don't cross the red line, they're gonna be jumping over the red line. It's pretty simple. They'd even do in America. Don't drink alcohol. They get drunk in high school. The age is 21. High school, you're like what, 18 and under? So whatever you tell them not to do, they're gonna do. There you go. Reverse psychology. This I hope that kind of answers some kind of question. So yeah, it can be stressful because of the schedule of teaching Japan. Like, for example, a lot of the companies might have you traveling all over the place, teaching at multiple schools for like, I don't know, $15, $20 an hour. So you're going like, and these schools might be 35 minutes away, even an hour away, but you're still making like $20 an hour, right? And they're going to pay your transportation. And then when you get to the school, the kids might not listen, they might not care, they might not sit down, man. They may not pay attention, all that. So don't be so serious. That's that type of school. Then they have more of a daycare type of school, like where I'm working at, where I'm pretty much their second mommy. So I don't have a Japanese assistant teacher with me at this school. The other one, the multiple schools, there's already a Japanese teacher there. My school, I'm mama or daddy or whatever. They come in, I tell them to sit down, I tell them what they're doing, I give them their schedule, they follow everything I say. I get assistance maybe 1 hour of the day, and that's just to go outside and play in the park. Other than that, I control them all day, 6 hours to 8 hours a day. Period. So it's a lot more work, but the money is actually better. So, and since it is harder actually, later when I'm going to one of the ones where I have to go multiple locations, it'll be a piece of cake because I don't have to watch I don't have to like control the kids. Sit down, no flying away. Okay, okay. No eyes. None of this. None of this. None of the waving of the eyes. Kids like try not to laugh. None of that. The Japanese teacher would do it for me. So, teaching English, I think teaching sucks if you're not if you don't want to teach. It's just like if you don't like chocolate in say the United States, if you go to Korea, you're still not gonna like chocolate. If you go to Germany, you're still not gonna like chocolate. Just because it's German chocolate doesn't make it better. You still don't like chocolate. So try it, test it. It'll just get you by until you get to your real job. If you want to study really hard Japanese or some other language, you go to China and you study hard Chinese. I have a buddy who's fluent in Chinese. He lives in Taiwan. You know, he made it. He doesn't teach English at all. So there you go. It's possible. So teaching in Japan, I think it's fine. It's a job, right? You make more money. Yeah, it can be hard, but any job's hard. The end. So I don't think it's that bad. That's my idea. That's my conclusion. Give it a try. If you don't like it, switch to a different type of English job. There's different types. It's not just one kind of English teaching job. There isn't. There's multiple. I go to one location. One location. There's other guys like me making the same money going to like 2 locations or like 5 locations in 1 week. So it depends on what you pick and what company you work for. It depends on many factors. So yeah, I don't think it's that bad. That's my conclusion.